Yeah, so Jada Pinkett Smith, she has been putting all of her business out in these dirty
These
streets.
dirty
And I'm
streets.
like, girl, I don't want to hear this. Okay. The first thing you pull up, boom, she's there. You go in, boom, she's there. You know what I mean? And some people were saying, "Get me out of this group chat, y'all."
Right?
Okay. So I got to thinking, I was like, what all do I know about Jada? Okay. And that's pretty much what, struck this video. So I got a few things about some things we know about Jada just from literally, what was it? This week, maybe 2 weeks. So I'm just gonna be listing them off and giving my thoughts and opinions on it.
Okay.
Okay. So we have this first thing, and it says Jada Pinkett Smith reveals that she sold drugs as a teenager. Is she yo? So I'm gonna put it up here. And this thing says, so this is what she said in this little interview, because everybody named Mama is interviewing her now. Okay. But she says, I thought I was going to be a queen.
Goodbye.
Woo, okay, we're gonna get into it. So she says, I thought I was gonna be a queen pin for sure. You can get caught up in the scenery. I was rolling with some real with some really high rollers at the time. That's a whole nother Jada. A whole nother Jada.
Excuse me?
That that would chase someone down the alley with the switchblade because they stole $700, or the Jada that was sold crack cocaine and then get set up and two dudes come in with 9 millimeters and she gets a gun put to her head.
Um,
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just like, girl. So, I mean, where's this even coming from? Oh yeah, because she's promoting this little BS book that 10 people gonna buy. Okay, ain't nobody. Y'all. Okay, she's not gonna be a New York's bestseller. Okay. Well, you know what? They actually give those out to almost anybody. Every book you pick up is a New York. I'm like, okay, y'all. Okay. But that's one of the things. I'm like, okay, you over here telling me this, you're gonna be a queen pin, you're soul hood, and here's the thing. I was actually watching a little interview and or whatever, and Will Smith, he said that he first met Jada when apparently, or I think it was Jada that said it, and Jada, she got denied of being the girlfriend of Fresh Prince Bel Air or whatever. So Will sees her and he's like, "Oh hey," and then she was like, "What you want in?" and all this kind of stuff. It was all like hood. So I guess that was your persona, but girl, you just messy. I don't think that if you really hung around, and maybe
messy.
she did, but I just feel like if she really hung around those gonna be okay, is gonna. I don't see it working out that well, but whatever. Here's another one. Jada Pinkett Smith is talking to Will Smith about writing the book together following separation reveal. It's called
Said
Don't Try This at
no
Home.
to the no, no, no.
Girl, nobody wants to try it. I'm going to keep those comments to myself. Jada Pinkett Smith responds to backlash. Life is messy and so is marriage.
Um,
Girl, y'all been separated since 2016. Girl, what are you even talking about? You over here doing illegal activities that really you should be in jail for, okay? But you're doing illegal activities, you're messing around with your son's friend. Uh-oh. Okay. So for me, I'm like, okay, you doing all that, you met some other dude and had your
I'm
entanglements.
confused.
Okay. But let's continue. I'm already. Let's continue. Jada Pinkett says revealing separation from Will Smith is a weight off my shoulders. I'm like,
Oh,
girl.
ha ha ha.
I mean, no one's asking for this
Say
information. That's the
that.
thing. No one's asking for you to. No one asked for a red table. Okay. I didn't find out about a red table until when he slapped. What's his face? Chris Rock.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I seen people sitting at a table. I didn't know like this was called the red table. No one asked you and your mama and your daughter to be up there and you to be disrespecting her dad, calling him all kinds of stuff to where she's over here just like, okay, I shouldn't be up in here. Okay, let's continue. She opens up about having sexual experiences with women. Okay. Girl, you're giving out so much information. I don't need your book. Even if I wanted your
Right?
book, I don't need your book now. Because why? You know what I mean?
But
Why?
why though?
You're telling me everything. I'm just like, I could look all this stuff up on Google. I don't really need this, but let's continue. So she was talking about how she was messing around with women. Girl, no one cares. Okay. Talking about how now this one. I've seen so many memes. Okay, y'all. So this one is just talking about how Tupac was her soulmate. But then she admitted that they had no chemistry together. So she said that they were homeboy and homegirls. Back in the day, they were kicking it, tarra, tarra. And, he's been gone for 27 years. So they were over here kicking it and all that, whatever, back in the day, doing all that kind of stuff. And you see him in pictures with a whole bunch of other people still kicking it. But she said that apparently when he went to jail, that he proposed to her or something at the jail. I don't think that happened. And then she was like, "Oh, we were soulmates, but we didn't have any chemistry together. I mean, we didn't really. That's not. Then how does that work? How can you be a soulmate to somebody if y'all don't really have anything in common?" And he was probably just like, you're cute and everything, but you got a weird little aura going about you. Something I see is a problem. So that's probably why there was nothing and he was not forcing it. Okay. We know that you love to degrade your husband over everything. I mean, you just putting out business where I'm like, okay, you really didn't have to say any of this, and you over here talking about him like he ain't ish. I guess you're mad that you're not getting as much attention as he gets. He's more of a lovable person than she is. So
Like and subscribe.
I don't know what that's the whole thing's about. It has to be about, fame, and what people see, because I'm like, you're not a good actress, in my opinion. I don't think she is. Your husband is amazing. Okay. There's plenty of movies I've watched. Bad Boys 1 and 2, Concussion. I mean, there's so many different movies. Gemini Man. That was good. That was the one when they de-aged him and everything. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I mean, there's so many different things. And he could sing and he can act, all that, and I'm like, well, you just don't have that. So I think one is jealousy. Then she goes and says that she was crying going down the aisle. She was like, yeah, I just didn't want him. And da-da-da. And I'm like, and then one of those red tables, Willow was like this because she had her dress and she was like this. Like, okay, I don't think you should be telling me this about my daddy, but she just thought it was okay. And I'm like, these are your kids and you just dogging the dad out. You're dogging their father out like it's nothing. So then when they do get a little bit older, I'm sure they may even have their own crib now, but they may get to a point where they're like, you know what, dad's right. You're a problem. And they don't want to have ish to do with you. You know what I mean? Because you're being a child. This is what this is. You should be acting things out civilly. You shouldn't be out here, spreading lies or whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? Just making a mess of things. Like I said, she had her entanglements. She had her underage interactions. But no jail time. Multiple people within the marriage, me personally, I'm like this. If I get married, I don't want any other minglings happening. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people. Okay. If I'm with you, I'm with you. And if you're with me, you're with me. Okay, what do you mean? Okay, what do you mean? Okay. But another thing, like I mentioned, crying down the aisle. I'm like, okay, girl, you should just not got married. But my mom and And then, she said, yeah, I was crying down the aisle and I was, oh, you seen it. Okay, yeah, let's just get a divorce now then. And that's what I would have done, okay? She then goes and says that she never met Will. You've been married to this man for what, 25 years now? Excuse me? She's like, oh, I never met the real Will. Yeah, girl, you didn't want to. 25 years and you don't know somebody? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Okay? They live separately. Nothing needs to be said. Chris Rock tried to date her. This is more stuff that we know. Chris Rock tried to date her. Allegedly. Okay? Allegedly. She's been separated since 2016. The red table will return in 2024. I'm like, girl, no one asked for nobody asked for any of this. I mean, what are we even doing? I don't want to know all this. Girl, I feel like with some boundaries. TMI, ill. Some boundaries has been crossed. I mean, I don't want that. Okay. But let me know. Hey, you know what? What I would love for you all to put in the comments, one, like and subscribe to the channel, like the video, subscribe and all that. But also, and put in there, if you subscribe, that would be cool so I can see. But also, what I want you to do, if you know any other details that I did not mention in this video of being in a group chat, we're trying to get out, but we got to still read it. You know what I mean? Let me know what other little tidbit tabloid headlines has come out of the said woman's mouth. But until then, hey, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and also leave a comment down below. I would also appreciate it if you could go on ebay.com, simply type in Latrice Limited, click on shops, and then you can support me right over there. I have a wide variety of items over there. I have many of my own personal Latrice Limited items, which has candles, bath bombs, soaps, essential oil blends, lingerie robes. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I even have comic books on there, men's ties, action figures, a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Definitely support me on there. Like I said, do not forget to like and subscribe, and thank you.